Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here to speak a review for One Piece Manga Chapter 903. This chapter is really one of those chapters that you get at the end of the arc where we see how the world reacts to what just happened in the previous arc, basically. So newspapers come in and we just see the reactions to many people all over the world, and for that reason there isn't much to say about this chapter, so I'm going to just say a couple of things. So we know that Sanji's bounty has gone up 330 million berry, the same bounty as Peckham's, if I'm remembering things correctly, but that's not important. The most important thing to really come out of this is one, why his bounty's gone up, and his bounty's gone up because it's now public knowledge that he's a Smoke. And two, the other thing, important thing about this is that now that his bounty is higher than Zoro's, and that will lead to another argument between the two down the line. As soon as we hit 1-0, that's going to happen. And yeah, there's not really much to talk about. We just see interactions of people around the world. And I'm remembering you see Crocodile reading the newspaper, and it was nice to see him because just a little gentle reminder that Crocodile will come back at some point. So it was nice to see him. Probably the nicest person to see within this chapter is Kobe. Now, I think this is Kobe's definitely first canon appearance. I think, because I know he appeared in was he in Gold? He's appeared non-canonically since the time skip, but this is definitely, if I remember things correctly, his first canon appearance since then, and we see him protecting the king and queen of Dressrosa, and we see that. And what was impressive about this is that how his ship was a ways away, and we find out that it was because of his not conquest, his observation haki. He's like, yo, they need me. Chum, Skywalk, Blue Walk, whatever. He got over this. So we know that during the time skip, man has sharpened his observation haki. Has he sharpened it to the point where he can see into the future? We don't know that yet, but that probably will be a question that is answered down the line. So yes, it was nice to see him. And yes, he didn't get a full-blown fight, but I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see what he can do. Yeah, just we know he's honed his observation. Does he now have ornament most likely as well? How far has he honed that? And also, what's his friend saying? We know that his friend didn't want to fall behind Kobe. I don't think that I always think the friend will be behind Kobe, but how far did he go in his training? How did he manage to unlock his haki, and how far did he hone that? I do believe he did do that. I reckon I say they can both use observation and ornament, but I reckon Kobe will be better than the friend at both of them. That's what I think can happen. I might be wrong. But I might not be. So we find that Big Mom, she's got the news as well. She's vexed, like, what? You can never beat me, or whatever. We see Kaido react to the news as well. We see Hiroshi, I think that's how I'm pronouncing her name, react to the news as well. This has hyped her up to go to the reverie, which we are still heading to, by the way. Everyone seems to be still heading there. So I think the next arc, because I don't think we're going straight to Wano, I think we will see the reverie before we go to Wano. I do believe that was Oda's plan. He might have changed that, but I do believe that's where we're heading next. What else is there? It's just really the big thing to talk about here, and that's Luffy's new bounty, 1.5 bill. Now, I do believe that this is the highest bounty introduced thus far, but upon hearing this bounty, it did make me feel a type of way. At first, when we thought the bounty has dropped down, I was thinking, oh, okay, that's quite interesting. Why has his bounty gone down? But at the end of the chapter, we find out, oh, okay, it hasn't gone down, it has gone up. Now, I've said this many a times. Bounty does not equal power level. So it does make sense for his bounty well, at least for me, it does, to go up to this amount, because the newspaper did report that Luffy now has many followers. We know, and they think that Luffy has put this together himself. So I say that the Straw Hat Grand Fleet is just a fan name for it, because Luffy didn't want that. As far as Luffy's concerned, they're just friends. They're not under the Straw Hat flag. So he didn't put that together, but the news people think that he put that to the reporter thinks that Morgans thinks that he put that together. He doesn't know that the alliance with Capone was only temporary, so he Morgan's figured that was into it. So all these allies that he has led to why he's got this new bounty. And when I read the title of this chapter, The Fifth Yonko, I was thinking, what? Oh no, it was called The Fifth Emperor. So it was called The Fifth Emperor. I was like, what? Who's the fifth emperor? And as I read on to the chapter, I was like, oh, okay. They are now calling Luffy an emperor because he's got these allies, because he's got all these allies. And okay, they want to call him that, whatever. But like Blackbeard said, he's not ready for that name, no matter how many allies he has, because Luffy, as far as I'm concerned, he should not have beat Dogtooth. So he's not ready. He's not ready. You can't be called an emperor if you yourself can't tussle with an emperor. And Luffy just simply cannot do that. And even if he's got the numbers, what are his numbers really saying? He doesn't really have very strong allies. You get me? Like, you know what I'm trying to say here. His allies are weak, and his top allies can't solo commanders. So calling Luffy an emperor, oh, when I say that it's shaky, it is shaky. It is not on stable footing at all. At all, at all. And I think that's everything I want to say about this chapter, if I'm honest. If I'm not, it'll be a little. Also, a couple of things. So, just on the subject of bounties, when we came out of Dressrosa, all the people who weren't present for Dressrosa, they got a rise in bounty. I think it was 30 berry rise in bounty, and so I don't see, and they got, their rise in bounty was simply because they're affiliated with Straw Hat Luffy. So I don't see why we possibly will get this again, where everybody who wasn't present for Whole Cake Island will get a, probably it might be 30 million again, 30 million again, it might be more, whatever. But that is a possibility, and so therefore Sandy's bounty won't be higher than Zoro's. But I do think at the very minimum that Bookchop and Nami should get a rise in bounty because they were present at Whole Cake Island. It shouldn't just be Luffy and Sanji. Another thing that I wanted to mention that I just remembered it was Sanji getting the tech. So he got the German tech. So he got the tech from Niji. Niji must have snuck that in, whatever. Fair enough, whatever. Made for Sanji's because got the free, and Sanji's like, nah, not using this. I'm gonna throw it away. We don't actually see him throw it away within the chapter, so that's led me to think, oh my gosh, is he going to keep it? And I don't know if I want him to keep. I don't know. You know, Sanji said it himself. Frankie's the techie one. Frankie's the one with the Shogun. Shogun Frankie. Nipple lights. Laser beams and all that stuff. All that good stuff. Yeah, Sanji said that Frankie's the techie one. So I don't know. And I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to get at here is I don't know if I want to see Sanji use this tech later on down the line. It might be good, it might not be. I don't know. I'd have to see it first. But that is a question I'm gonna leave out there for you. Do you think Sanji's cool how it is? Diablo Jambi, Hell's Memories and all that. or do you think he does need this tech and, you know, could lead to something interesting? The last thing I do believe that I want to talk about is Zez's, basically Nami's flying Nimbus's betrayal. So we find out that within this chapter that Big Mom's flying Nimbus has turned pagan, has turned snaky, has done a 180 and betrayed Big Mom. As she is now, and it is now teamed up with Nami. It is trapped within her clan attack and obviously essentially now works for Nami. The flying Nimbus ain't loyal. We know that much. But it bugs me. It seriously bugs me. Yes, Nami has now got a new powerful ally. But should Nami have this new powerful ally? It's a homie. At the end of the day, it's a homie directly linked to Big Mom. So that there for me lies a problem that I'm not really a big fan of. I don't want Nami with this thing simply because it's Big Mom's. And yeah, I'm not denying the fact that would be a big help to Nami. You know, it gives Nami some diversity in what she can do by herself. She essentially has a flying Nimbus now. And then, you know, that can lead to stronger lightning attacks, which can help her defeat stronger opponents. But this isn't Nami's power. This is essentially Big Mom's power. So, to me, personally, this makes it seem like a small piece of Big Mom has joined Luffy's crew. Maybe her having the Nimbus might grow on me. Doubt it. Hopefully that this was just a little gag for this chapter and she's not going to use it. Doubt it. Hopefully she loses it on the journey, like, you know, first use, second use, whatever. Again, I doubt it, but this is just things that I wanted to mention. But yeah, that's everything I've got to say. Like I said at the very beginning, it's the chapter that we get at the end of the arc. We'll repeat it, so I can't hate on it. It was good. We know where we're going next. 3-star rating, call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.